Hello, everybody.
Hello?
We are back.
That's right. We're back to put everything back in order in its your rightful place.
The audio timeline continues.
Is that what it's called? The audio timeline?
I think that's what we've called it. Something like that, anyway. Or the audio guides .2, something like that. Anyway.
I'm calling it Mark's chronology crevice.
Well, we are still going through the First Doctor. This is the First Doctor Part 3.
He's had a lot of adventures, far more than he did on the TV.
Yeah, we've done, 6 seasons of the First Doctor so far.
That's right.
If you want to know the rules, if you want to know how it works, go back and watch to Part 1 first, and you'll know what we're talking about.
I can summarise it, basically. What he says goes. There you go. That's the rules.
Oh, no. Well, we're basically just doing all audios, not just Big Finish, as many audios as possible into that timeline.
The most important rule, I think, is if we're doing a companion chronicle, it's... what is it again?
The framing.
It's the chronology is the framing bit and not the actual story, all right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you might find that there's some missing here where the framing takes place later.
Well, yeah, I mean, people have their own ways of doing it. It's very interesting hearing everybody's different versions of it as well.
It's nice to know you ain't the only loser out there.
Right, well, so last time we got as far as we ended season 6 on the Myth Makers.
Oh, what a banger. Yes, the Myth Makers.
So Vicky left,
Oh.
Stephen was injured, and Katerina came on board.
Oh, yes. Well, we know where this picks up then, don't we?
Well, let's see, shall we? Let's see. There's always a surprise.
Maybe newly recovered episodes recently.
Let's see. So let's go into season 6 of the First Doctor. Beginning with this, we already have a bit of a surprise.
Well, it's not the Daleks' master plan.
So it's not the Daleks' master plan just yet. Well, you had like Mission to the Unknown, and then the Myth Makers, right? Well, I've sort of gone along that route, so I've managed to squeeze in the lost Terry Nation pilot of the Daleks, the Destroyers.
So it's sort of like the Sarah Kingdom origin story.
So made by Big Finish with Gene Marsh as Sarah Kingdom, and we've got Mark 7 is there as well. So it's all in the Space Security Service. So it's all of that, and I thought that's a little, that can go in to bring Sarah Kingdom in before we actually meet her in Dalek's Master Plan.
How many fucking trailers do we need before we get to the Dalek's Master Plan?
I think it just makes it more epic. And it does fit. Okay, think of it as like that Christmas special before the series starts. Mm-hmm. Maybe like that.
Okay.
And
it's very good as well. What's it called? The Destroyers?
The Destroyers by Big Finish.
It's got a great score, isn't it? 60s score.
Yeah, but we also do have Sarah's brother in this.
Who's that?
David Kingdom. Okay, and I think maybe some people don't want this in there because it doesn't really fit, but it does, because the Daleks are trying to invade the solar system. Sarah's got another brother. She can have more than one brother.
Hang on.
David Kingdom.
Why isn't he called Brett Kingdom?
Because I think Brett Voyen is her stepbrother.
How do you know that?
I think it was on TARDIS Wiki or something. So David Kingdom's her brother, and then we do have Brett, don't we, later on, and that can be her stepbrother. So she can have more than one brother.
Think of the Christmases when they were younger. Sarah, David and Brett all around the Christmas tree getting their space rocket toys.
And we've got Mark 7 in this, like I say, who comes up a bit later on as well. Different actor to the one that plays it later on in Big Finish. And then David Kingdom gets captured by the Daleks. It doesn't get killed or anything. And I just think that's
was they hoping to do more then?
And also there is some references later on to this particular episode as well. So that's why I put it there, just as to make Daleks Master Plan even more epic. But then...
Colour me epic.
But then we do go right into the Daleks Master Plan, the TV soundtrack, episodes 1 to 7. Mm-hmm. So that's taking us up to the Feast of Stephen only. We can wedge some more episodes in here.
Are you sure there wasn't like a short trip explaining how Katerina got that enormous sponge to wipe down Stephen with?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
But it does mean we do lose Katerina by this point.
Oh, no.
At the beginning.
Well,
so
she didn't last long, did she?
In the leaderboard, so that's Katerina with 2 stories so far.
Wait, no, she gets Daughter of the Gods.
Wait, well, we haven't got that yet. I'll add them on. So that's Katerina with 2. So just in the leaderboard, everybody that's on audio that can't see this.
Yeah.
So we have in the lead Ian and Barbara with 57. Mm-hmm. Then we've got Susan at 41.
Oh, so what, second? Yep. Oh, that's distressing.
Vicky, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before. Vicky is at 33.
Oh,
and then
shame.
we now have Katerina at 2. So I'll keep adding as we do, and I'll put the doctors in this as well. It'll be interesting to see how many stories they all get. But I'll do it as they leave.
She's always the runt of the litter, isn't she, Katerina?
And if they come back again or get another story, I'll keep adding to this.
So she's sort of flying out there in space right now, dead.
She's dead.
Oh,
she's dead.
Katerina.
She's gone. That's not a spoiler.
Well, look, Katerina, it was fun while we had you for those 4 episodes or whatever it was.
So end of Daleks Master Plan, episode 7. We've had that Christmas run around. The Doctor, Stephen, and Sarah are off, aren't they? Merry Christmas to all of you at home.
I see what you're doing. You have to fit a lot in between these two, don't you?
It gets a bit complicated because there is quite a lot. So first up, I've got a short trip from Big Finish, one of the short trip rarities. This is Little Drummer Boy, read by Beth Chalmers.
Synonymous with Big Finish.
It's
Beth
also
Chalmers.
actually in the short trip books, but they narrated some of them as well.
Do you want to hear my Beth Chalmers accent?
Oh, God.
Hello, and I'm doing the Little Drummer Boy.
She
Not
does
rain this time.
She does a good Stephen, actually.
I do a good Beth Chalmers.
So I've put this one here because this actually starts right at the end of the Feast of Stephen.
Oh, okay. What, after they pop the champagne?
Well, there's a boy that's on the set there, and he watches the TARDIS depart.
Is he a little drummer boy?
Well, and obviously on these stories, I don't want to give too much away. We have the Merry Christmas bit. There's a bit, Stephen and Sarah, the characters is a bit odd here because they're not really getting on, and he's like, oh, do you want to get changed out of your outfit? And she doesn't want to.
I beg your pardon?
Well, because she's in her uniform the whole time, isn't she?
Changed out of your outfit?
Yeah,
we've heard. We've read your autobiography, Peter Purvis.
And in this, he's like, oh, you can have that bedroom just there, that kind of thing. Anyway, this particular short trip is quite interesting. So they end up going to 5 different Christmases. The TARDIS just ends up taking them, and they go
was it this one story?
And basically, they go to a bit like Clara, where they go to different things. So this boy is in all of these different times in these Christmases, and they end up going to the World War I trenches. Stephen knows about that as well from his time, and the TARDIS has been tracking something. There's a bit of a mention about using the fast return switch because he wants to in this. Then Sarah's like, well, can't we just do that and go back to where, with the Daleks? But he's like, no, it doesn't work all the time. Anyway, it's a nice little short story. And I've put it here because of that boy watching the TARDIS go after the Feast of Stephen. So it does fit here. Next up.
I mean, there's a lot, isn't there? There's a lot in this gap.
Well, I'm getting on with it.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Next up, we've got a companion chronicle from Big Finish, The Anachronauts. Oh. This is a 4-part companion chronicle.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
So this is Peter Purvis and Jean Marsh narrating this. They're narrating it in the third person.
Is it Simon Gurrier? I think it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And this starts with that cork popping at the end of the Feast of Stephen as well. But there is some sort of weird timey stuff in here, so I think you can fit this afterwards because things get a little bit reset.
He loves
at
a bit
end.
of weird science, Simon Gurrier.
So you could put this the other way around with Little Drummer Boy, technically, but it doesn't really matter. Stephen and Sarah get quite close in this one.
How close?
Well, a bit more. I don't know, in these ones, there's a bit more of a vibe between them. There's mentions of Marco Polo. We always get Marco Polo, don't we? And Christmas Day in Liverpool. They end up, so that it's a spacey one, and then they end up in Berlin 1966. Or do they? Is everything as it seems? It ends with them talking about the Terranium Core and the Daleks are still waiting for them.
That could lead into the rest of the Daleks Master
Plan.
Plan.
And it could. But we have another one.
Oh, my God.
So this one is a BBC Audio original. So Men of War.
Men of War?
Yes.
That's
so this is an hour long, read by Peter Purvis. Little bit confusing on the audio side of it because it's read by Peter Purvis in the first person, but he's not Stephen. He's a guy in the First World War. So it's like, I did this, I saw this, and then I met Stephen. I met the Doctor, and he's like, and I thought this. So it's weird hearing Peter Purvis playing someone, but not. So once you get over that, it's a good story. They're back in the World War I trenches as well, so you want to keep that quite far away from the Little Drummer Boy bit as well. And Stephen doesn't seem to know as much about the war in this one compared to he did in Little Drummer Boy.
That's always a bit trouble, annoying. Though. And you're going from Big Finish to BBC there, aren't you?
Yeah.
So,
but it's a good story. Soldiers are going missing, being swallowed by the mud. Time is out of sync a little bit. Sarah talks about betraying her brother. This is Brett. Not David.
Did she betray David?
No.
Oh.
She's trying to rescue him. He gets captured by the Daleks.
No, she seems to have forgotten about him in all these stories.
Yeah. But other than that, it's quite self-contained.
Okay.
And do we go into Daleks Master Plan?
I don't think I ever
No,
ever.
No, that's another one, yeah.
Is it good?
So, yeah, it's BBC Audio. I don't know if people know that one as much.
Hour long?
Hour long, yeah. Then we go into another big finish. This is the early adventures, An Ordinary Life. So this is Jean Marsh
where they're living together
and Peter Purvis. These are in the early adventures. It's sort of half narrated, half acted. So we've got a cast in there as well. And this is London in the 1950s. The Doctor immediately collapses once it comes out of the TARDIS, so that's quite useful.
Typical William Hartnell.
And Stephen and Sarah are trapped there for a while. So sort of, weeks and weeks go by. Stephen ends up getting a job. Sarah tries to cook breakfast and stuff.
She's not like the little 50s housewife, is she?
A little bit.
Kingdom, are you mad?
But we've got some alien stuff going on here as well. Quite similar to the Anachronauts, though. Stephen and Sarah, because they're there for a long time, they start to get a bit domesticated, a bit close. But we get a little bit of a mind wipe at the end. Stephen doesn't remember a lot at the end. So although he did get sort of close to Sarah and everything, it doesn't matter because he's sort of forgotten it. In this as well, the Doctor says the Daleks are after us still. We've still got to keep moving.
God, yes, yeah.
And then, do we go to the Daleks Master Plan? No, we've got another early adventure, the Sontarans.
Oh, I've heard this one.
This is again Peter Purvis and Jean Marsh. Yeah. The Sontarans, their first appearance in the 60s.
And there's some great battle scenes in this one. I remember. It's very exciting.
And we've got a reference to the Anachronauts in this as well. And we've got the Space Security Service in this as well. So actually, all of these stories, that's what they do really well with Big Finish. They sort of fit it into the same sort of world as the Daleks Master Plan.
But, these got Jean Marsh in them. Are they giving her lots of work?
Yeah, Jean Marsh is here.
Oh,
yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah. And then the end of this one recreates the beginning of Daleks Master Plan episode 8, The Volcano.
Oh.
So they do that little bit with the Daleks.
So you've got to lead this into the
and
Daleks
the Doctor
Master
says,
Plan.
they're being followed. So it needs to, they've done it on purpose. So it does now lead into.
I thought there was more than this.
Yeah. Well, and then we go, episodes 8 to 12 of the Daleks Master Plan.
Oh, where Sarah dies?
Well, okay. She does die in it. Of course, we all know she dies here.
Oh, she's a ghost in those Companion Chronicles.
Hold on.
Sorry, spoilers.
Hold on. So,
spoilers.
End of Daleks Master Plan. There we go. Sarah Kingdom dies.
Oh,
the Doctor and Stephen are sad off into the distance.
Honestly, you just go and look online at the moment. There's so much CGI Sarah dying in the desert. AI, isn't there, at the moment?
Anyway.
It's terrible.
Well, is that the end? No. So now we go into Companion Chronicle, Home Truths.
Oh, fuck.
Narrated by Jean Marsh.
Written by Simon Gurrier.
So we've got Home Truths, which is the beginning of the trilogy. So the framing device is important here. This is why it's not in the middle of the Daleks Master Plan. So this is like 1,000 years after Sarah Kingdom's time on a planet. There is a guy and he goes into a house and he is having a conversation with Sarah Kingdom. And she tells him a story about when her and the Doctor and Stephen were on the run from the Daleks.
Ghost story.
And this happens.
It's fantastic.
So that is why it's here, because the framing device is afterwards. How is that afterwards? I mean,
you'll find out by the end of the trilogy. We'll get there in a minute, won't we?
Okay.
Come on. That is one of the best ever Companion
Absolutely
Chronicles,
wonderful.
isn't it?
Absolutely
so
brilliant.
Unnerving.
So atmospheric. So then the story continues in the Drowned World, the next Companion Chronicle.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there's this guy, he comes to visit the house, and Sarah Kingdom tells him a story of her, the Doctor and Stephen, on the run from the Daleks. This other thing happens, so we get another story, mid-Daleks Master Plan. So they went to a lot of places, not just the ones we've heard.
I figured out the twist.
Wait, what?
She's the house.
So this is how they get around it. She is the house. So
I know.
It is a copy of Sarah Kingdom's consciousness as the house, telling the stories. That's why we're doing it afterwards, after she's dead.
And she's relaying stories set during Daleks Master Plan, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why I think you're not setting this.
But the framing device. Because otherwise, some people do put it in the middle. I'm like, well, it sort of spoils the fact that she's dead.
Yeah.
Isn't
Stop
it?
doing that, people,
Anyway.
all right? Listen to Mark.
And then the third one, again, the next Companion Chronicle is the Guardian of the Solar System. So that
Maverick Chen's back.
Wraps up that framing device. And actually, Sarah Kingdom is put back at the end, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's a wonderful trilogy.
But in the Guardian of the Solar System, we not only have Maverick Chen up here,
but
this is Maverick Chen meeting Sarah before the Daleks Master Plan. There's a bit of time travel in this. And also in this as well, Brett is there. And there's a conversation. Mavic Chen is looking at Sarah Kingdom's file, and he's seeing the incident with David Kingdom and the Daleks, i.e. it references the Destroyers. So it does sort of legitimise the Destroyers.
Clever.
He's Mavic Chen has read that file, and maybe that's why he got Sarah Kingdom.
They're both
very, very clever,
aren't they? Destroyers and this.
Yes, it's all Big Finish.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. But sometimes they do forget their own continuity, don't they?
So now at this point, this is the end of Sarah Kingdom, unfortunately.
Oh, that's sad.
So in our leaderboard, she's got 9 stories, thanks to Big Finish.
She only had 1 before.
She's better than Katerina.
You shoved her in so many holes there. It's untrue.
So Sarah Kingdom 9. Well done.
Do you know what? I think she might have more than some actual TV companions later on.
Yes. But the season does not end there. We now have another trilogy.
Fuck me! I never knew the Daleks Master Plan went on so long.
No, this isn't Daleks Master Plan.
Oh, okay,
right?
It's ended now.
So we're now going back to a companion chronicle. So it's the Perpetual Bond.
Oh my God, so Oliver Harper.
This is Stephen. Peter Purvis is narrating this along with Tom Allen as Oliver Harper.
And guess what? Guess who wrote this?
What?
Simon Gurrier. This is the Simon Gurrier season.
And so I've put this here. So obviously the Sarah Kingdom stuff needs to come straight after Daleks Master Plan. And then the Perpetual Bond starts with Stephen going, Sarah, at the end, and they're really sad.
Does it really start like that?
Yeah, they're really sad that Sarah Kingdom's gone. And the Doctor's like, I'll cheer you up. Let's go to London in the 60s, visit my friends Ian and Barbara. Obviously, they don't do that. They end up meeting Oliver Harper.
They end up in the bank.
But it is in the 1960s. So we're picking up from where the Doctor and Stephen is now after Dalek's Master Plan.
You remember how Sarah Kingdom in that house had a dark secret? Well, I'm not telling you anything yet, but Oliver Harper has a secret as well that he's not sharing with anybody. He's been on the run from the police. And we think, what terrible crimes must he have committed?
So Stephen says he's not been back to London since 1912, which I think is a reference to the Suffering.
Okay.
And he has obviously been back to London in Ordinary Life and some of the other Daleks Master Plan things, but maybe he means in that time. Do you know, if you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really fit,
it's
but
just
still.
one line. Let it go, all right?
Okay. But next, so this is part of a trilogy. So the next one in the trilogy is the next companion chronicle, The Cold Equations. A nice space story.
That's my favourite of the 3 Cold Equations.
Oh, you love that one, don't you?
It's got an amazing sequence where all of that rubbish debris wave hits the space station that they're on, and then Oliver and Stephen are in a situation of extreme peril where it looks like they're both going to die, and Oliver reveals his dark secret.
Well, let's let people, but they might not have heard it, so it doesn't matter. It's not essential.
I'll just tell you a little clue.
It's not essential.
Oliver, Mark, and I all have something in common. There you go.
Anyway, so then the next story is The First Wave. And this is the introduction of the Vardans to 1960s Doctor Who.
Yeah, it's their first ever appearance, isn't it?
Yep. And it carries straight on. Unfortunately, that is the end of Oliver. He's only around for this trilogy.
Man, it's unbelievable. You've seen him doing the comedy on The Apprentice. He's nothing like Oliver Harper, is he?
So we do get a weird sort of flash forward to the Doctor's regeneration in this, but I think it's vague enough. It doesn't really matter. I don't think you need to set this within the 10th planet or anything.
Can I just ask something, please? You have to put this one next anyway, because at the end of the Cold Equations, don't they see that they're criminals in the next story? Do you remember?
Yes, they all fit together. Yeah, that's the whole point. It's a trilogy.
Oh, okay.
You can't put anything in between this.
Well,
no.
you could.
So Cold Equations and First Wave are very much follow on to each other.
Can I say, though, it's another brilliant trilogy. Yeah. Like, if there are 2 Big Finish companion chronology trilogies you want to listen to, it's the Sarah Kingdom and the Oliver Harper ones, all written by Simon Gurrier, all very intelligent storytelling, really emotional and brilliantly directed by Lisa Howland.
So Doctor Who Season 7 on audio is pretty much,
my God.
Simon Gurrier is pretty much the showrunner.
This is the best season yet, I'm telling you.
So that is, as I say, that is the end of Oliver. So that's 3 stories.
Is that the end of the season?
One more better than Katerina on the leaderboard. Yeah, that is the end of the season.
You can't end the season on a death.
Well, there's been a lot of deaths,
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. You realise we've had Katerina die this season, Sarah Kingdom,
Brett
Fire.
Brett doesn't count as a companion, though.
We've had And poor Oliver Harper as well. It's called The Season of Death.
It is, yeah. They all fit together, though.
That's the best season you've done so far.
I think that's the best one so far,
Oh, boy. I mean, Simon Guerrier, man. He's just the best.
And good old Peter Purvis, who's in all of them.
Well, and lots of Gene Marsh as well.
Yeah.
If only they'd had to play Morgaine at one point, we would have been happy. But no, lots more Sarah Kingdom. That's good for me.
Very big Dalek heavy. I quite like that you can break up the TV soundtrack of the Daleks Master Plan and have all these extras in there as well.
Have you tried it then?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
And definitely put the Destroyers on first, because that's a great... Oh, it's so camp, that story.
Well, okay, so we've ended on, Oliver Harper leaving. It's the First Doctor and Stephen are still going.
Do you realise that's one of the very few times where you have an all-male TARDIS crew? In fact, it might be the only time.
No, Fifth Doctor and Turlough.
Oh, and the Second Doctor and Jamie in the wheeling space at the start. That's it.
Anyway, shall we go on to Doctor Who Season 8?
Well, I just don't know what's coming next. Oh, my God. Dodo. Yes.
Well, do we have Dodo? Because before we meet her, the First Doctor and Stephen have quite a few adventures together.
Oh,
starting with, again, I put this at the beginning as like a little Christmas special, O Tannenbaum, which is a short trip from Big Finish, narrated by Peter Purvis.
O Tannenbaum.
So it's read in the third person, First Doctor and Stephen on Earth in a pine forest. There's snow. And they find a girl alone in a house.
And Stephen was very excited. Yeah.
And something mysterious is going on. It's a really nice little Christmas story.
I'm surprised they didn't take the girl with them. They pick up all these waifs and strays this season, don't they? I'm pleased you didn't start the season on the massacre. I mean, I couldn't end the last season on a death and then start this season on a total bloodbath.
No. So it's nice. This is a nice little Christmas palate cleanser.
Lovely.
Well, then we go into a companion chronicle, a more recent one, The Vardan Invasion of Mirth.
What?
And this is pretty much...
What did you say it was called?
The Vardan Invasion of Mirth.
They are taking the piss.
No, it's great.
Excuse me.
The big bad from the end of last season, the Vardans, are back. This is Stephen. It's really well done. So Stephen's telling the story back to somebody in the present. And it's almost like a conversation two-hander. And it's about the TARDIS lands maybe on Earth. The Doctor goes out of the TARDIS, disappears. Stephen is left in London. He has to get a job. Again, he's had so many jobs. Basically, Stephen ends up getting a job in a TV studio as part of a comedy act.
Oh, the invasion of Mirth. I get it.
He mentions the last time he was in London was with Sarah. There's no mention of Oliver. Doctor and Stephen know the Vardans. There's no last time we saw you, it was with Oliver or anything. There's no Oliver mention, but they do know the Vardans in this. So it's a nice little fun two-part companion chronicle.
The Vardans are like the new regular villains in the First Doctor era?
Two Vardans. We've had, Daleks?
We had a handful of Daleks, that's it.
Or the Vord. Oh, no.
Sontaras once.
Vord twice, Vardans twice. I haven't done the tally on that lot, but not many have come
Vords
back.
And it's all the V's for William Hartnell.
So after that sort of more lighter story, we have another companion chronicle, two-parter. We're historical again, The White Ship. And
is that the one where he's on the ship that crashes?
Well, this is 12th century Normandy. This is the debut of Stephen Noonan as the First Doctor.
Dodo.
So it's
our favourite pervert, Stephen Noonan.
Between Stephen Noonan and Peter Purvis as Stephen. A bit more sort of massacre vibes in a way. Quite heavy.
Is it the one where the ship crashes? Oh, we listened to this by the Crystal Palace Dinosaurs, didn't we?
Yeah. So that's a really good one, and it sort of mixes up the vibes.
Essentially, the whole second part is all Stephen on a shipwreck.
In the water, almost drowning.
And he's going, Stephen, my boy, are you out there? He's searching with a light. It's pretty great.
And then next, the Doctor and Stephen's travels carry on. So next
where's Lauren Cornelius?
Wait. Next is a short trip from Big Finish, Peace in Our Time. This is narrated by Peter Purvis in the third person, and also a bit from Stephen's point of view. This is London again, 1906, historical, but with some possible alien activity going on there as well. It's really difficult. A lot of these ones are a lot of Earth and historical, so it's really difficult to try and mix them all up.
Shake it up much, can
you?
No,
you can't really. So then the next one, we've got Helmstone, another short trip.
Oh, too many of these bloody short trips.
Read by Peter Purvis in the third person. This one actually is a space one, so it's set on an asteroid. Stephen's got a bit of a love interest. He gets quite a few.
Male
actually.
or female?
Female.
Oh.
So this is a spacey one, so I put it here to mix things up. Next, another short trip from Big Finish.
Come on!
This is Out of the Deep, an Earth historical. Again, read by Peter Purves, sometimes in the third person, sometimes in the first person of Stephen. And this is in the 1850s as well. And they join archaeologists discovering ancient Mesopotamia.
Oh, well done. Managed to get that mouthful out, didn't you?
So
is that the end of these short trips?
And then
I don't like these.
After that, then we're back on track. So it's then the TV soundtrack of The Massacre. Again, another historical. So there's a lot of these historicals on Earth back to back. But
oh my God,
someone needs to write some more sci-fi for these guys.
Do the Albert of Amboise. Fetch them to me.
Oh, yeah.
At once.
Bring them to me.
Such a great performance, William Hartnell.
So we all know The Massacre, the TV soundtrack of that one.
Oh, it is terrific, yes. Okay. Thank God you've managed to break up these short trips.
And at the end of that, welcome Dodo. She comes in, doesn't she?
Oh, yes, of course. Lauren Cornelius is with us.
So really good for a mid-season publicity, I think. This is Dodo joins the TARDIS on the Radio Times.
Spunky new companion, Dodo Chaplet, yes.
Oh, and now, because the way that the TV series gone, they follow into a lot of each other, don't they? So we're going straight into the Ark TV soundtrack.
Oh, no, my nose is running. Okay.
These are all narrated by Peter Purves. And then from the Ark, of course, we go straight into the Celestial Toymaker soundtrack, don't we?
Yeah,
as well.
Soundtrack, that's very boring. It's much better with the animation.
Yeah, because we've got that mention of the Rafutians, don't we, when the Doctor disappears at the beginning of Celestial Toymaker. So they all follow on from each other.
I'm glad to see you're paying attention to the actual soundtrack.
This one ends with the Doctor hurting his tooth, doesn't he? Because he eats some of Cyril's sweets,
that's right,
doesn't he?
It goes to the Wild West.
Well, it doesn't straight away.
Excuse me?
We have an audio story from Big Finish to put in straight after the Celestial Toymaker. So this is a fairly recent one. It's from the audio novellas, The Time Splitters, read by Peter. So you know they do the audio novels, which are like 5 hours long.
Yeah.
These are like the audio novellas, which are like 2 hours long. So it came out in a double pack with digital only, with a John Pertwee story. So this is the Time Splitters. Why did you say
digital only like that?
Because they're digital only.
Does that make you angry?
Well, it's just a bit annoying, isn't it? Anyway. Well, and they're like $24.99 as well for like less time. Anyway,
and it's insubstantial. It's just sound in the air.
So this is narrated by Peter Purves. So there's a mention of Dodo raiding the wardrobe, and it feels quite new, like she's quite new on board. But this is the earliest we can put something in.
What's she playing at? Eh? Crusades.
And it's here as well. At the beginning, Dodo says, "Does your tooth still hurt?"
Oh, come on. He's got a toothache this whole story.
So he's got a toothache, and then it goes... But, well, this is... obviously, we know in the Gunfighters that he gets his tooth sorted out, but he gets it sorted out in the Gunfighters, so it's not like it's post-Gunfighters. If his tooth is still hurting, it must be before, right?
Well, yes.
Yeah, there we are.
But he's having a 2-hour story with a toothache.
Yeah, well, so this
someone in this story take it out?
This is a sci-fi story. They land on a moon base. Stephen basically gets separated, so he is like 8 years in the future or the past, and the Doctor and Dodo 8 years back or forward, so that he has to sort of live out time between. It's a bit of a timey time, hence the Time Splitters. The concept of the Time Splitters is basically time is split.
Is there a line in there about him having some soluble Solpadeine Max to help his tooth?
It ends with the Doctor saying he'll need the services of a dentist.
Okay. I don't think that's a very subtle form of advertising, do you, that massive tooth? I assume we're now going
So now we are in the TV soundtrack of the Gunfighters.
So fill up your glasses and join in finally some bloody comedy. Yeah. We've not had comedy since the Varden invasion of Earth.
I mean, we've got some... It's a mixed bunch, isn't it? Anyway, so next up, so after the Gunfighters, TV soundtrack narrated by Peter Purves. He has done a lot, actually. I think so far Peter Purves...
he's terrific, though. Come on.
Like, there's hours of Peter Purves out there.
All I can say about you saying this and saying that he's doing too much is...
I didn't say he's doing too much. There's a lot.
I just got a point to say, all right? Is it like we knew he'd talk a lot, but... You know, maybe we'll come back to him later in the year when people have had enough of him.
Listen to the Peter Purves podcast and you'll get that. The one with Lisa Bowman. Anyway.
I knew you'd talk a lot, Peter, but, you know.
All right. So after that, after the Gunfighters, we have... This is a BBC audio, one from the Tales of Terror anthology. This is Murder in the Dark.
Is it the one set in America where they go to the Halloween party?
So this is narrated by David Bailey, who happens to play the Celestial Toymaker for Big Finish. I wonder why he's narrating this particular story.
Are you giving away spoiler twists?
We don't need to. So this is, Stephen, Dodo and the Doctor visit a mysterious house.
And you know who writes this one, don't you? Jacqueline Rayner.
There is a Gunfighters reference to this as well. In there, so it does need to come after the Gunfighters.
Murder in the Dark. Oh, it's fabulous, this. They play really fun games. This is what the Celestial Toymaker should have been.
Next, we then have a companion chronicle, Mother Russia.
Oh, I love this. Wasn't this the first Stephen one?
The very first Stephen one. This is Stephen telling back the story to somebody, sort of like there's an interrogation. So the framing is sort of part of the end of this story. So he's like, tell me what's happened so far. And Stephen is telling the story back. So this is Russia, 1812. They stay for a few months. There's a mention of, we need a bit of a holiday after Tombstone. Yeah, it's a great Stephen story. Dodo plays the piano in this again.
Does she?
Yeah, she does. So it's a really good historical, but with a bit of alien stuff in there as well.
I just remember it having a sort of Marco Polo vibe, like you said, with that sort of prolonged narrative where it's a short story, but it takes place over a long period of time. I think
Stephen gets a job as well here on the fields and stuff. He works a lot, Stephen.
Fucking TARDIS skivvy going out to work in every single place.
So then next we have a more recent short trip, The Doctor's Gambit.
The Doctor's Gambit. So that sounds terrific.
This is narrated by Peter Purvis. Again, told from Dodo and Stephen's point of view. Not on Earth. It's on like a alien world. There's a Toymaker reference. The Doctor's not in it much. It's more Stephen and Dodo. And there's sort of a giant game of chess happening. And Stephen, because this is written by Jacqueline Rayner, who wrote an earlier short trip, he thinks he sees Hala from A Forest of All Seasons, the Vicky one that she wrote that came out at the same time as this.
Very niche.
So he's hung up. That was another love interest earlier on of Stephen from like 2 seasons ago.
Okay. We're still thinking about her though, eh?
And in this as well, Stephen is starting to think about his future.
Oh, this could be leading up to the Savages at any time now.
But before that, next is another short trip read by Peter Purvis.
Oh, for God's sake. How many short trips are there?
So this is in the third person. London, 1966, and the World Cup has gone missing. Can the Doctor, Stephen and Dodo find it?
What's this one called?
Oh, sorry. This Sporting Life.
Are you joking me? Well, that's a cheeky title. This Sporting Life.
Yeah.
Isn't that the movie?
Well, the one with William Hartnell in, isn't it called?
Isn't that the one where
we watched that, didn't we?
Was that when he was the grandpa?
Guy. Yeah, that was good.
He was sort of hanging around that cute man.
Yeah.
I think he fancied him a bit.
That's the William Hartnell that apparently Verity Lambert saw William Hartnell in This Sporting Life and was like, he can play the Doctor. But then we watched the film. William Hartnell's in about, 10 minutes of the whole film?
He was great in it, though.
Yeah,
but
he's not really in it.
No, he's absolutely obsessed with that hunky man, isn't he?
Yeah, gay vibes in that film.
Absolutely. What was the one he was in the changing rooms?
That was This Sporting Life. Everyone's getting changed, yeah. Anyway. Coming soon to Boys on Film 10, William Hartnell.
As you know, he was quite pretty when he was younger, you know?
Oh, God.
Yeah, he was.
Right, anyway, next up we have an early adventure.
Oh, do you know what? So many early adventures.
Well,
come on,
hold on. So this is Peter Purvis, and this introduces Lauren Cornelius as the voice of Dodo.
Yes. Oh, we love her, don't we?
So this is The Secrets of Det Sen.
Oh, no, this is so boring.
So this is Det Sen, Tibet, 1630.
This is Lauren Cornelius' first, this one.
It's a prequel to The Abominable Snowmen.
Come on, this is a chore, isn't it, to listen
and
to?
it's mentioned here as well. Dodo thinks Stephen might not be around much longer.
Just what we all wanted.
We've got all these
prequel to The Abominable Snowmen.
It's a very historical. It's very, pretty much pure historical.
Was that the first
one?
It's
a little bit slow.
Lauren Cornelius recorded?
Yeah.
Oh, bless her heart.
She's had some, and then she gets side. Anyway, we won't get there yet.
Wait. But she's playing against Peter Purvis as the Doctor in this.
And Stephen, yeah.
Oh, so we don't... Oh, she's not a better love interest Stephen Noonan yet,
No.
Oh, they'll be doing lines together before we know it.
So we're getting all these little hints of Stephen's future, and we get another one in the next companion chronicle, The Return of the Rocket Men.
Oh, John Downey.
Another returning villain.
We love the Rocket Men, didn't we?
So this is Stephen, and it's got that same framing thing of that Ian had in his Rocket Men one, going, "When do you know? When do you know?" They all start off like that, don't they? And then he's telling the story back.
You know what's sad? It's the curse of the Fourth Doctor adventures, isn't it? They've been being so sort of bland. We had 2 great Rocket Men adventures, then we get Requiem for the Rocket Men, and it's really boring.
And we find out a bit more about Stephen's past here and everything, which in traditional Doctor Who, when you find out more about the companion, they're ready to go. And we get the Savages TV soundtrack.
Oh, yes.
Rounding off this season.
You know what, my child? There's something wonderful, destroying something that's evil. Yes!
So well done, Stephen.
He's had a lot of stories.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard, shall we?
Oh, my word.
Ian and Barbara at 57. We now have Stephen at 46.
Oh.
Susan 41. Vicky 33. Sarah Kingdom 9. Oliver 3. And Katerina 2.
I'm going to make a prediction going forward. And I know you haven't done these yet, so you can't even tell me or not, but we'll see. We'll return to this conversation. I think the first person to pip Ian and Barbara to the first place will be Jamie, because he's in that whole run of Second Doctor once.
Jamie's in a lot.
He'll have like 100 or something. But then, don't worry, eventually we'll get to Ace, and she'll have 5 million.
We'll see, won't we? It'll be fun to see who does that the most.
Ace.
It will be fun.
Well, I have to say, I don't know if that was
season.
It was all right. Too many short trips in there for my taste, and not enough Simon Guerrier.
No, but a lot of Stephen, and we get Dodo now.
I'm intrigued.
Things have changed a lot.
I'm intrigued by the Varden invasion of Mirth.
Yeah,
because
that's
of
a
the
good
title.
one.
Sounds
that is
great.
a good highlight of this season. Shall we go into season 9?
Season 9 of William Hartnell.
William Hartnell time. Well, the first Doctor.
I mean, on TV he was exhausted. In your run, I mean, he's dying 10 years earlier.
Hang on, Peter Purvis has taken the load. Anyway.
That is just a rumour, all right?
Right. On that note, let's go to season 9 and see where... Well, he's gone now, hasn't he? Let's see where the adventures of the first Doctor and Dodo go.
Laura Cornelius, let's go!
Doctor and Dodo are off on their adventures, and the season opener is a historical. The Outlaws from Big Finish. So this is Stephen Noonan and Lauren Cornelius.
Dodo, my child.
Full cast. Dodo mentions she liked Russia, so we get a Mother Russia reference there. They're both sad at the beginning of this that Stephen has left. And this is set on Earth in the 1200s, and they meet the monk.
Oh, it's really fun. You was listening to this. Is this the first Stephen Noonan?
Yeah,
one?
so...
He sounded a bit unprepared.
Well, the tone of this is a bit like... It's like the Crusade meets the Romans, is the best way to describe this one.
Yes, but it's got a nice, quirky humour to it. It was a really fun listen. And honestly, Lauren Cornelius, man. Her and Lisa Greenwood, they're like the 2 most spunkiest female companions you're ever going to have in a Big Finish audio. Isn't she wonderful?
So next we have a short trip from Big Finish, a short trip rarity, The Horror at Bletchington Station. This is
good.
Read by Stephen Critchlow in the third person. So it's a short trip rarity. It was a cheap one.
Stephen Critchlow? I
don't know. Oh. Anyway, he does Dodo with a very Brummy accent, a heavy Brummy accent.
What, Birmingham?
Yeah. So this is in...
what, she sounds like Birmingham?
Yeah.
Like that?
So this is...
Doctor?
Yeah. So this is Earth in the 19th century. And there's maybe an alien-y thing going on, but it's a nice little story.
Oh, it's got a great title. Do you know, I think there is something in these intriguing titles, you know. Some of these I really want to listen to, just on the strength of the title.
Next, we're back to Big Finish full cast. So this is The Miniaturist with Stephen Noonan and Lauren Cornelius. So this is set in 2019. There's a Toymaker mention. And, I can't really spoil anything else, but it's a nice little 2-parter. Mystery going on. You have heard the beginning of this one.
Were they having just 2-parters at this time?
No, this is in the box set with the Outlaws. Hasn't got its own cover.
Oh, okay.
This is Big Finish not having its own covers now.
As they go along, I remember the Stephen Noonan and Lauren Cornelius ones more.
Yeah. Well, next we do have another one from Big Finish. This is from the Big Finish Halloween collection.
Oh, that's recent.
Full cast. So this is Sea Smoke with Stephen Noonan and Lauren Cornelius.
This was good.
So this is more of a historical one. So this is Scotland's 19th century.
Yeah.
There's a reference to Tombstone. A nice little 1-hour horror.
The sea smoke is rolling in and taking over the whole of the village, and horrors exist within. Oh, it's great.
And then next, there is a companion chronicle
called
The Y Factor, which is a Dodo companion chronicle, as narrated by Lauren Cornelius.
The Y Factor? Is that where Dodo goes on the X Factor with her XY chromosomes?
No, a bit of a historical, bit of a spacey one.
Oh.
With Stephen Noonan as well as the other voice.
We listened to this on a train, didn't we?
Yeah, there should be more Dodo companion chronicles.
I believe there was something about female emancipation in here as well, and Dodo sort of being the feminist charge of the story.
It was quite good. A good change to have something from Dodo's point of view. And it's the only one we've got so far.
What, of Companion Chronicles?
Yeah.
Big Finish, give us more Dodo Companion Chronicles. We love Lauren Cornelius.
Next up, again, we're full cast with Stephen Noonan and Lauren.
Keep them coming. I love them.
This is the two-part The Demon Song.
I don't
think it goes like that.
It does, just
I
like
don't
that.
think. Anyway, so this is set in the 2020s. So this is the Doctor and Dodo going to Earth in the 2020s, which is quite fun.
It is quite odd, that one, though.
Yeah. And then, again, we carry on, same box set, the Incherton Experiment. So this is 1947. This is a Nicholas Briggs one. I don't know why I felt like I had to mention that. So a 4-part adventure, quite interesting. Now, this is where the timeline gets a bit complicated. So this particular story ends with the Doctor vanishing, Celestial Toymaker style, in the TARDIS, leaving Dodo on her own in the TARDIS. He disappears.
Okay.
And we're left on a cliffhanger.
What's wrong with that?
Okay. So next then, I have put the companion chronicle Frostfire.
That's Vicky.
And we meet Vicky. She's been living in Carthage, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And she is telling a story back with her and Stephen and the First Doctor in London 1814. So I'm putting this here. Okay, wait. So I'm putting this here. That means Vicky and Stephen get one extra added onto their tallies.
Yeah,
which
but
we'll
why
look
are
at.
you putting it here?
Wait. So we have that 2-parter. Next, we then have Fugitive of the Daleks.
Oh,
the full cast.
Yes.
And we pick up again with Vicky in Carthage. The TARDIS lands.
Mm-hmm.
And the Doctor
is this
picks
where
her
the
up.
Doctor vanished from?
The Doctor picks her up. So, this is really difficult to explain all this without spoilers. So,
well, just do it.
The TARDIS appears. Dodo does appear later on in the story, references the Incherton incident. The Doctor mentions that he was taken out of his time stream. So this is explaining why he disappears at the end of the Incherton experiment. Okay?
Oh, I see.
And also time tracks are shifting.
You're putting Frostfire before this
because then Vicky comes into it.
Future of the Daleks. Right,
yeah.
okay.
So he doesn't lead into it. It's just nice. We visit Vicky again, older Vicky, and then we have older Vicky joining the Doctor and Dodo.
That's actually a nice way of doing it.
And we have a nice adventure with the Daleks. The Doctor then also mentions that time tracks are shifting and Dodo will forget things again and her memory will go back to sort of the end of the Incherton experiment.
Oh, no.
Although it won't for Vicky, because Dodo doesn't know the Daleks at the beginning of the War Machine, so she can't remember Fugitive of the Daleks. That is the only reason. And I know this is Nick Briggs messing up the timeline worse than, what's her name?
Oh, God.
Beth Axford. I was going to say Beth Chalmers. If someone wants to fuck stuff up, this is Nick Briggs really fucking it up, everyone.
Hey. First of all, chill. Secondly, man, what's worse, him writing a bad script or him ruining your continuity? No, don't answer the question.
Bad. Right.
I know
okay, so we have that. Okay.
Dude,
now,
I've never seen such anger in your eyes. He's blazing. He's radiant right
Next,
now.
we are at the Companion Chronicle, The War to End All Wars, where we now follow up with an older Stephen. He's lived on the land of that savages that we ended up last season.
Oh, he's getting more numbers.
He's telling a story back to his granddaughter, Cider. Cider?
Cider, that'll do.
Cider. He's had some cider.
Yeah. Pear and raspberry cider.
And there is a copy of the Doctor's mind from the Savages. You know all the stuff that went down in the Savages?
Yeah.
So that is there. So we've got
is
a 2-part
this that one
story.
where they're locked in the room together?
So, no, not yet. Oh. This is the War to End All Wars, and it's older Stephen. He's not in charge anymore. He's a bit of a recluse, and then he's telling this story back, something that happened to him, Dodo, and the First Doctor. So we get a little story there. So everyone's tallies are going up still, even though they've left.
Bloody hell.
This is a bit of a trilogy. So next is another companion chronicle, The Founding Fathers. And this carries on with the Stephen telling another story back to Cider We're going to call her Cider. And he's telling her a story now about when he went back to the 1700s and met William Franklin with Vicky and the First Doctor.
Okay.
So we get that nice story. Yeah.
Are these all Simon Gurrier again?
I think so, yeah.
They are, aren't they?
He's back.
Oh, thank God.
And then to finish off that trilogy, we then have the next companion chronicle, The Locked Room.
Oh, this is good.
So this is all Stephen's point of view.
Yeah.
With Cider, who is now 3 years later. This carries on the framing device. So he's not telling a story back or anything. It's Stephen. He's been living on a mountain. He's been building a community.
Living on a mountain?
Yeah, he's been. Well, so we find out, actually, this is the Vardans again.
Oh,
back.
third appearance.
His third appearance. We get the Vardans. We also get a bit of a communication with the Doctor, who sort of comes in through this sort of
a disembodied voice, isn't
as a voice.
Yeah.
But that's him in the middle of his regeneration in the 10th planet. And actually that Oliver Harper, when he left and the Vardans were involved in that, Oliver Harper ended up seeing the Doctor regenerate in a 10th planet as well. So we've got a lot of references to him regenerating.
Wowzers.
Okay.
So
that is our older Stephen little trilogy there. We're picking up, a few years after the Savages. And we're putting that here because the next story is the 6-part full cast from Big Finish, The Living Darkness.
Is that the Jacqueline Rayner one?
This is Stephen Noonan, Peter Purvis as Stephen. You do have a bit of Lauren Cornelius, a bit.
At the end, yeah.
So this one then is older Stephen. He's been through all of that trilogy, and he has been placed here. We don't know why. There's lots of Daleks Master Plan references. The Doctor is there as well. We don't know at which point in his timeline they're here. We then meet Dodo, who is after she's left the Doctor.
That's right.
So she's post the War Machines, but this Doctor is pre the War Machines, and then this Stephen is older Stephen after the Savages. So that's why I've got the Companion Chronicle trilogy there. You might be able... Well, then also, he mentions, as he does in the trilogy, that he's got a daughter called Dodo, and he mentions a few things that are mentioned in that trilogy of older Stephen. So, oh my God, I feel exhausted talking about this.
Because my head's spinning right now.
There's a lot of it was complicated with the Companion Chronicles. Now Nick Briggs has done all these older companioned with the First Doctor out of time. It now makes it even more complicated. Anyway.
You know what? I've not been this confused since the last time I watched The Wedding of River Song.
Anyway, so Stephen gets to say goodbye again to the Doctor here. Doctor goes off. He's been taken out of time.
So that's the end of the season?
And this is older Dodo, post-War Machines, having a bit of an actual goodbye, because we know she doesn't really get one.
It's really well done.
Well, is it? I don't know if we needed it, but...
No, because it goes to show that she goes and works with animals, doesn't she?
Well, yes.
It's really nicely done.
And then to round off the season...
Oh, give us something good to end the season on.
6-part full cast, Beware the City of Illusions.
Oh, fuck. Well, this is the worst release Big Finish have brought out in centuries.
So this needs to be here because this rounds up why the Doctor has met older Vicky, older
want this
Stephen,
as the finale?
Older Polly, and this introduces Annika Wills as Polly, old Polly, after she's left the Doctor, but before we've met her.
What?
So this is that First Doctor, right back from the Inchiton experiment that's been plopping in out of time, meeting everybody. He plops here, meets older Polly. So the Doctor here doesn't know who Polly is. Polly knows who the Doctor is. Polly is working with older Dodo, who is the post-War Machines Dodo, who knows who the Doctor is, but it's not the Dodo that we haven't seen, actually. We haven't actually seen current Dodo since the end of the Inchiton experiment. It starts off with Time Lords trying to take the First Doctor out of his time stream for whatever reason, and that is why he disappeared at the end of the Inchiton experiment, met older Vicky, met older Stephen, and he's now meeting older Polly.
Do you can't have older Polly come in before young Polly's even joining?
Yeah, this mysterious new, please welcome, 80-year-old Annika Wills, the new Doctor Who companion.
Oh my God.
And they all go off. So the Doctor ends up going back to his time stream to meet the current Dodo that is left in the TARDIS at the end of the Inchiton experiment.
Who the hell is thinking up all this load of old shit?
I think Nicholas Briggs ran out of ideas.
Well, thanks, Nick. I need a Panadol now after listening to all of that.
That is definitely the most complicated
People
set.
coming in and out of time streams, olders and youngers and alternatives. People being left behind. I mean, what's happening here?
And there's not actually any answers at the end of it. It's not like for a very good reason.
Oh, really?
The only
you got
reason
through it in the end,
is
did you?
to employ these older actors, which, as we know, the Companion Chronicles were doing just a good job of doing anyway. So I don't think we need... And it's a shame because Lauren Cornelius as Dodo is sidelined in all of these other box sets. She hasn't done a lot.
No, we love those sets where it was just her and Stephen Noonan.
We're just here to do the timeline. We're not here to criticise what the stories are, really.
Well, no, we've got to criticise that season.
Yeah, what an end of a season.
That was like a really terrible Stephen Moffat season where nothing makes any sense.
So do I include that as Polly as now a companion or not?
Who knows?
Anyway.
Nick, why did you do that? We didn't need that script.
Anyway, at the end of that season, then let's just look at the scores because we had a few extra points added on. Ian and Barbara at 57, Stephen at 51.
Oh, he's catching up. Has he got any more stories? Is he done now?
I'm not sure. Susan at 41.
Susan, third place, man, bronze. Get out of the pool.
Vicky is now at 36.
Oh, Vicky, can't we bump her up just to beat Susan?
Oh yeah, and then Sarah Kingdom at 9, Oliver Harper at 3, Katerina at 2.
Okay, Stephen 51. He really is coming up the track there,
so we haven't got
any.
So Dodo hasn't left yet. We'll have to see.
So I'm assuming at the end of where the City of Illusions, older Polly doesn't go off with the Doctor.
No, that's it. No, she knows that it's an old Doctor
point
before.
Of it, then?
Because Annika Wills didn't have anything else to do.
Okay.
She wanted to break
Well, I
from
have
gardening.
to say, of the 3 seasons you've delivered to me this time...
These were complicated ones.
No, but season 7 was not at all complicated. It was full of all these fabulous Sarah Kingdom stories, all set within the beautiful framework of the Daleks' master plan, plus the Oliver Harper trilogy at the end. Absolute gold. Chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. The next season, what was that? Oh, that was Bringing in Dodo. Quite a few TV soundtracks in there
on his own with the Doctor.
But quite a lot of short trips, and they're just very boring. So, not as good. And then that last season, I mean, has Doctor Who gone off the boil? Has William Hartnell finally had his day?
Well, yeah.
Do we need to take him out to the knackers yard and get rid of him?
Beware the City of Illusions is like the reality war of the William Hartnell times.
No, but the reality war was at least entertaining. You had to start that about 15 times.
Well, let's see what happens. How many more seasons have we got the first Doctor to go?
I mean, I'm assuming now Polly's been introduced. Polly will be introduced, yeah?
We'll have to see, won't we?
Oh, gosh. Well, I can't wait.
Well, there we are, everyone. Part 3.
I'll go and have a little lie down, though, first, after listening to that last season.
That was really complicated. I have to explain that.
I can't wait to hear the comments on this one. People are going to be saying you're mad. Well, other people, they might try and streamline that season a bit, you know?
I don't think you can. It's too complicated.
Holmes, if you can think of any better ways of making that less complicated.
Because you can't put the older Stephen stuff in the middle of the Stephen stuff when he's travelling with the Doctor, because then it spoils it.
I did like
where he is.
I did really like the Vicky one coming in, Frostfire, before Future of the Daleks.
Because you can't put Frostfire in the middle of all that Daleks master plan.
Imagine the surprise when you're watching the season and all of a sudden there's Maureen O'Brien as a geriatric popping up. You know? How wonderful.
Yeah. Anyway, everybody, let us know what you think, and we'll be back very soon.
Hopefully
for the continuation.
Annika Wills hot action and Elliot Chapman as well.
Who knows?